data. If this is the first time you've logged in, this is probably what you'll see. Start at the data source. Here are different databases that you can go into. Your new user account starts with consumer and business. We actually have 4 more databases that we can add to your account later. Let's choose consumer. Next, you want to choose your phone type. Original means all phones, but you could choose to get landlines only or cell phones only. Next, take a look at criteria type. Leave it on geographic. You must search a geographic area. If you leave geographic blank, you'll search the entire United States and your search will take way too long. After you do that, change criteria type to demographics. In the business database, this is called filter. So we're in consumer demographics now. So choose a few filters, then hit get count. Once you have a count, go ahead and save your list. Name the list and then click the save button. This is how you make a list of homeowners. First, start the data source in consumer. Now you have to check some geographic filters. If you don't check geographic filters, you will search the entire United States and the search will take too long. So select a few. Now you could change criteria type to demographics. Once you're here, click on residence, and then there is ownership. Now click the homeowner box. If you run out of phone numbers, you could also click probable homeowners to get extra records. There's also other fields that may be relevant, like property type, single family residences, and other residential information under this tab. Now click Get Count. Make sure the unique phones is checked if you want one phone number per household. Otherwise, you may get the same phone number, for example, a husband and a wife. Okay, I want to show you the consumer demographics. Make sure you start data source consumer and then make sure you check a geographic filter. Because if you don't check geographic, it will search the entire United States and that list query will take a long time. Okay, so I have one selected. Now I'm going to change criteria to demographics and you will see all these tabs. Person, credit, residence, interest, career, finance, and real estate. And please go through these tabs. There are almost 100 ways to make a list in here. You see on person, this is where you could do special ages. Here you could also do ethnicities like Hispanic or African American. Now credit, we have the credit rating, amount of credit. That's pretty popular. Now over to residence. This is where you will select homeowners. Also veteran in the household. Some other good filters. Interests are all kinds of interests and purchasing habits and lifestyles of the residents in the database. To see them all, you might have to click load more on your screen. Make sure you do that so you can see all of the interests of the data to make very specialized lists. Next is career. You can find business owners in here and also occupations. There's a load more button too. Look at all these occupations you can search. Then there's finance. This is where you'll find income. Also, this is a good one. Number of properties they own. Very popular. The last tab is real estate. Here you can find mortgage information, refinance information, purchase dates, purchase prices, property values, etc. Okay, let's make a list of businesses. So when you log in, you'll be on the consumer. Change the data source to business, and then you'll want to set your phone type. Business original means all phone numbers, but you could change it to mobile phones or landlines. I'll select landlines. Criteria type will already be on geographic, so you can check. You could select a geographic tab. I'll do time zone. Now you want to change criteria type to company, and here you'll see all the information about the businesses. Starting off with annual sales, you can select one of those. Next is employee count. You can filter by that. Title. Here in title, you can click owner, marketing director, whatever you want. I'll check owner and let's see, CEO. Of course, you'll see your filters on the right. Always double check that. Industry. Here you have a lot of industries. Instead of continuing to click load more, because there's so many, just type in the industry you want. I'll just type in the word food. And there's an all button too. You can just select all. See all your industries. You can also search by SIC code. It's a 6-digit SIC code if you don't want to search the particular industry. Now you're going to hit get count. And obviously this part works the same. You'll save that list, name it, and then go into non-purchases to get that list. Thanks, bye. To get a list of cell phone numbers only, it's right here. It says phone type. So if it says original, that means all phones. And the databases, some of them are, 30% cell phones, some are 50%. So you could just do a search in landlines and you will get only landlines. Or you can do the search in consumer mobile, you'll get only cell phones. And you can see how many cell phones or landlines are in the data. That works the same in multiple data sources. So even in the business database, I can do all phones, which is original, landlines, or mobile. That's how you get a search of only cell phones or only landlines. This is how you search our additional business databases. You've probably used the business data source, but I want to show you another data source called Directory. This is a special permission database that we add to certain customers. So change data source to Directory, and of course you know how to do your geographic. You could just select a state. Okay, and then Directory, the Directory has less information. However, it has 5 times more cell phones. So most of our customers use the Directory because they want more business cell phones. Of course, you change it to Directory Mobile. Now, because there's less information, you have to search the directory with a keyword. So we'll just type in a keyword. Construction. That's how you search the industries in the directory. Now, you could change directory criteria type to source, and you'll see all the sources of the directory data. These are directories that we scrape. So this data is collected by our team. As you can see, we have Facebook, Bing, we have Google. These are business directories that we collect and compile. You will just hit the get count button just like any other list, and you'll get a much higher percentage of cell phone numbers with this data source right here. Then you'll save that list. To add funds to your account, you just go right here to profile. Click on your name on the top right and then click Profile. You'll see your balance. If your balance is 0, you won't be able to add any funds. And you may have a list in your non-purchases. When you click the shopping cart, it just won't let you get any of those leads. So like I said, you need to go to the profile page, click on your name on the top right, then profile. There's a payment button. Just click that payment button. The minimum payment is $100, but you could edit this, like $150, or $2,500, whatever you want. Then you enter your debit or credit card number in. I'll do a fake number. And then obviously the expiration date and the CVC code. And then it'll ask you for a zip code. Then you click submit payment and you're good to go. This is how you make a list without downloading or purchasing leads that you already bought from the system. So you're going to go ahead and make your list, your geographic and demographic. You're going to do the typical stuff. And before you hit get count, change criteria type to refine purchase list. Here you'll see all the lists you already bought in this software. Just check those boxes and you'll see them on the right next to your other filters. Checking those boxes of previous purchase lists will make sure that those purchase phone numbers are not included in your new search. Now you just hit get count, save list, and go through the normal process. Refine purchase lists removes previous downloaded and purchased phone numbers.